If biology feels like a giant list of things you have to memorize, you've probably been taught it wrong. Underneath it all, there's a surprising logic to how everything works, and once you see that logic, there's a lot less you actually have to memorize. Hi, I'm Skyler, and I have a PhD in microbiology, and I currently work as a biomedical research scientist. I've spent a lot of time both learning biology and teaching it at the college level, and one thing I've learned pretty clearly is that knowing a subject really well doesn't automatically make you a good teacher. For me, being a good teacher starts with listening. If you don't understand a concept, I'm not just going to assume you need to study harder or repeat it back to you louder, hoping it'll sink in. Usually there's just one or two concepts that haven't quite clicked yet, and I want to find out what that missing piece is so that once we find it, things can start making a lot more sense. I've seen this work with high school students, college students, and researchers I've trained on complex lab procedures. The material can be completely different, but the process is the same. Meet someone where they're at, find out where the missing piece is, and build from there. And if something doesn't make sense the first time, that's totally fine. Maybe we come up with an analogy, draw it out, work through a problem, or just scratch everything and start over. I also like getting to know you a little bit better and what your interests are outside of biology, because sometimes making those little connections can help make learning easier. More than anything, I want you to feel comfortable telling me when you're confused. You should never feel bad about asking a question, no matter how basic you think it is, or whether you think you should have asked it 30 minutes ago. Because that's how we figure out where to focus on. And of course, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because it's all part of the learning process. I would much rather slow down than have you walk away from a session pretending something made sense when it didn't. My goal isn't just to help you pass the next test. I want you to understand how things work, how different ideas connect, because that's going to get you to a place where the material feels a lot less intimidating. So yeah, biology is full of things that look really complicated, because they are. But once you understand the logic underneath everything, it all starts to make sense. And helping someone find that logic is probably my favorite part of teaching.